YSK, you don't pronounce the C in indicted. Why YSK? I've heard too many indicted s this week since the word is so popular in the news. Thought you should know, it's pronounced indicted. This is one of those words that was originally from Latin, where the C was not silent. Then it became French and the C was omitted, but then scribes decided we need to honor our Roman heritage and put the C back in without changing how it was pronounced. I always pronounced it as indicted and have never really thought about why it contains the letter C until I saw this post. If someone mispronounces a word, at least you know they read. Edit, thanks for the award. If it didn't want to be pronounced, it shouldn't have gotten itself into that word in the first place. There was a great Ask Reddit thread around here a while back that all started with a rant about people who use the written phrase per se. It's not. That's how it's pronounced, but it's written per se. So began the digging of a huge rabbit hole, the upshot of which there's a long list of words, phrases in English that people either pronounce right and read wrong, or vice versa. People don't know they are the same words, just with a non-phonetic spelling. Indicted indeed. Indicated if you're a stable genius. English is so illogical. Greetings, a native German speaker. Well, Trump said he got indicated, so obviously that C can be troublesome for people that don't do books. I used to pronounce epitome as epitome instead of epitome. Am I indigant? I have never in my life, not even once, heard that. I always think of the Fun with Dick and Jane scene when he's running around the house like, indicted, indicted. Jane, Dick, calm down, it's not that bad. I can't calm down. I'm being indicted. I've heard too many indicted-s this week. Whoa, really? Our education system needs work. And I'm a dropout with a GED. As a non-native, indicted felt more natural. Thanks. I hate the English language. You do when it's a dick who got indicted. Dictator indicted. Just wanna throw it out, if you can't pronounce indicted, you shouldn't be talking about the ramifications of Trump's indictment. Covfefe. Indicated. Indicted happens before you go to prison. Indicted is what happens after you go to prison. How about indicated? And that is schooling in America and why Trump was president in the first place. We are doomed. Or, if you're a certain someone, indicated. It gets the Venn diagram of people who read it as indicted and those who are subscribed to this sub does not have a huge overlap. I think by his own words he was indicated. Literally never heard anyone say indicted. What an indictment of our education system. Never mind. Never use that word anyway. For the longest time, I pronounced Goethe like eighth. The silent C in indicted or indictment seemed like a foregone conclusion to me, but I'm in no place to judge. What a terrible indictment of the public school system. Just like people have been saying affidavit instead of affidavit, it is as if they're reading the word for the first time. Anyone else's brain went to the Fun with Dick and Jane scene? Thanks for enlightening the rest of us. Thanks for that, that helps me, a deaf person, a lot. I know. 'Cause I heard Jim Carrey say it in Fun with Dick and Jane. Indicted, I'm gonna be indicted. The YouTube comments from Trump fans were amazing. LOL, these stupid Democrats can't even spell indicted right. I've never heard it with the C and don't even know how I'd say it that way. This is weird. I've never actually heard someone pronounce the C. It's particularly shocking when you consider that they would hear it pronounced correctly on any newscast. Also, people, it's pronounced espresso, not espresso. Would have been much funnier for April Fools to say you do indeed pronounce the C. I had a law teacher in high school who would always pronounce the C, including in indictable. Even when corrected. Drove me nuts. No shit. Conversely, I just saw a comment on another post where someone spelled it indicted. English is so strange. Dictionary, can it be dictionary, smiley face. Up hangs out with some dumb motherfuckers. I thought it was pronounced, indicated. I mean, I feel like a good portion of them probably know that, but the idea of Trump being indicted is funny. Monolingual people, whenever they pick out someone else's grammatical mistakes, is irony. I thought it was indicated. Have these people never watched Law and Order? Indicted it is. It's only the Americans who pronounce it the other way. Then what the hell is that C doing in there? Just like the B in subtle. The language is crazy. And realtor isn't pronounced realtor. Nuclear isn't a thing, and jewelry isn't either. A porn star, sex, hush money, and a tell-all book. Maybe this is just how words evolve. X200B. Edit, I read it that way a few times and am kidding. Used to think epitome and epitome were two different words. I read the word with the latter pronunciation and assumed epitome was a different word whenever I heard it. Can we say the C when it involves hush money for paying off a porn actress? Why did I get ridiculed for this lol? Trump said he has been indicated, so that argument is out the window. I've never heard it pronounced any other way. Never heard anyone say indicted, smiley face. Goddamn, the depth of people's stupidity is unfathomable. Pun intended. I mean, in this case indicted works. Man, please tell me you're joking. These mouth breathers really think it's indicted? What fucking idiots. Read a book. Well, to be fair, that Tangerine tweeted that he had been indicated. Yeah. The leaders can't spell. The kids can't write in cursive. The system is working exactly as planned. Kids who can't read all the books and teachers that can't teach about all people or all of science. Oh America, dumbing everyone and everything down. Trump used indicated, so prepare to rewrite the dictionary, cause God Emperor has spoken and is never incorrect, nor can he be corrected. Groveling noises. And they said us Americans were knuckle-dragging morons. Colonel indicted. Well, why is it in then? It's not indicted. Who knew? You misspelled indicated. But what if you've just been indicated? What the heck kind of news are you watching? I've never heard a professional newsreader mispronounce indicted. Then you have indicated. I haven't heard this, but if I did, I'd assume they're trying to be funny. Because at least one count is very sexual and, well, he's a dick. Now do convicted. Please, 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 I want to see convicted. Yeah, indicted is what happened to Stormy. Cannot pronounce indicted but are apparently legal experts in campaign finance law. Normally, yes, the C would be silent. However, in the particular case making national US headlines, that specific mispronunciation indicted is quite apropos. It seems that is exactly what got the person in question into legal hot water in the first place. I hate to generalize, but I feel like the people pronouncing the C are also convinced Trump is being persecuted, and maybe we shouldn't have been so quick to judge what he said about injecting bleach. People don't know this. That's why I hate that word. It's stupid. I totally pronounced it wrong this morning, upside down face. Is this a yoke? Same for the L in salmon. I just hold my head when I hear people tongue twist it into their conversation. Person face palming, brown skin. Commented something similar recently and a whole brigade of downvotes and comments came raining down with WLL waj sachin guess WHRYU the Pirono unsia Tian Nazi who CRS, etc. And I'm surprised there's not more of that here. Reddit is a weird place. Love how Trump said indicted and even I knew it was wrong. I think in this specific trial we should stick with the mispronunciation. It's sad when cousins marry.